happened? What happened? Whatevers. Talk to the fiscals. The hand is pissed. That's the dumbest, lamest shit. Hey Steve, how was your working last night? I'm in Tennessee. Out in my neck of the woods. Went good, that's good. Yeah, this is my neck of the woods. You like being back in the trucking, Steve? Gotta truck it up tonight. No, not tonight. Yeah, it's nice. Turn this a little bit so you can see. There we go. Oh no, so the bus just turned out in front of me. What lane they gonna take? Taking the right lane. Turning the Jake's on this line down this hill. Doing it live earlier, and then I guess they was just seeing problems with it. I didn't see no problems. I saw Dwayne and Peter Joplin talking in the chat. I don't know what happened. Oh man, I've been up since 3 o'clock. Up for 12 hours now, man. So DOT's thinking about going back to paper logs. FMCSA, I think that's a coffin behind all those cars. It is. I got an eye, man. I got a hot guy. That would be a good thing. I'll have to look into it, Steve, and let you know what I find out. A good friend of mine, he's probably about your age, he's in his late 50s, he's been trucking forever. That's all he'll do is paper log trucks, that's it. He won't drive a truck unless it's paper log. hours later, still doing the same thing, man. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what everybody does. A teacher does it, same thing, for 8 hours. Really, probably about 10, they stay over. They do the same thing. Fast food restaurants. Don, whatever you do for a living, you do the same thing for 6 hours. Over and over and over and over. Day in and day out, year after year, month after month, year over year, decade over decade. You must be the greatest comedian that ever walked the face of the earth. You got some good ones, brother. What's going on, Bobby? How are you doing today over in Bulgaria? Yeah, kaboom, I'm in my mountains. This is where I'm from. Well, not far from here, actually. Over here in the Appalachian Mountains and around the Smokies. Coming into K-Town. Oh yeah, I was in North Carolina this morning. I came up 26 through Asheville, through South Carolina, Columbia and all that, Spartanburg. I was in Raleigh about 2 weeks ago. On my way to Fayetteville. I like Raleigh. I should have took the back roads. I guess we'll find out soon enough. I am hauling surgical instruments for surgeries down to Atlanta, Georgia. I got 30,000 pounds of it. That's like 95% of the stuff I haul is medical supplies. I think tomorrow will be a cruel day. I'm driving a Kenworth W900, 18 speed Cummins engine. Gear down. So I got to zoom in a little bit because of the visor. See that visor coming down on it? That's why I'm zooming in some. I think it looks better zoomed in anyway, plus that visor is not in the way. About right in there. I don't think I will, Steve. Just taking these surgical instruments down here, scalpels, everything they need for like, it's that kit they use on when they do surgeries on people. That's what I got back there. A whole bunch of it. 30,000 pounds of it. 30,708.2. So I already hauled a different load. I went down to Knoxville and I grabbed a load down there and took it out of town, and then I went and picked this load up, taking it down to the ATL, to the big A. You wanted to say that tomorrow will be a better day? You just said, Mom said tomorrow's going to be a cruel day. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, that's probably true, Bobby. Tomorrow probably will be a cruel day because I'm gonna have to fight with Atlanta traffic, and I'm gonna invite every single one of you to tolerate it with me. So, pardon my French. I'll apologize in advance. I cannot believe that guy just pulled out in front of me like that. Now I gotta stop, but at least we're going uphill. And he was not going. There's two of them. I believe I can still take both of them. Because they look like I could easily take them. Alright, well, he's leaving anyway. Never mind, never mind. Ain't gonna see no action right now. It's a family company. My aunt and uncle own this truck and the company. I don't know what you're saying, Steve. What side? Top side or bottom side? I don't know what you're talking about, Don, but you can't cuss in chat because we'll get flagged, so. And no, I don't know where you got that vibe from watching my live, Don. I have no idea. But you have a sick heart for real. You need to seek some medical attention. You obviously have mental health issues. You're a threat to yourself and society. I appreciate your criticism, Don. I really do. Keep it coming, baby. I'll make you my boyfriend. I mean, if you're going to be top, Don, be about it. Just be about it. So I ask, where's Dwayne at? Put my address in the chat, Dwayne, if you're listening. See if Don can be about it. I don't do this jibber jabbering 4th grade the bear baloney. That's what idiots do. That's what weak men do. Yeah, John, I would actually recommend the trade. I mean, you'll see a lot of negative videos about guys that's trucking, and you know they've had a bad experience, and they'll talk negative about it. I mean, it's got its pros and cons for sure. For most of them, they're gone a lot. They're gone 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time, and a lot of those guys, I don't think they've been driving all that long, so you know they ain't stood up for themselves yet. Yeah, everything does kaboom. Yeah, everything. It's all got its pros and cons. But yeah, like if you ever talk to somebody, and you'll mainly hear this from like real veteran truck drivers that's been driving 40 years, to say, oh, you can't get rich in trucking. Well, I'm here to assure you that you can, as long as you know what you're doing. As long as you can manage money properly, you absolutely can get fairly rich in trucking. As long as you know what you're doing. Because there's money to be made every day. Yeah, that's right, Bobby. They do know it. They know it. They're just very... See, I thought truckers thought they owned the road. That guy just pulled out in front of me, Don. Like, it looks like he thinks he owns the road, not me. Well, you got to get out and negotiate work. If you want to work, you'll find work, Don. If you want to work, you'll find work. If you don't want to work, you will not find work. You got to show people you're willing to work. You're willing to put in the effort. You need to go back to work, Don, if you're acting like this, dude. To be retired, be your age, 60, 70-year-old, you're acting like a complete fool. That tells everybody what your character is. If you want to know somebody's character, all you got to do is give them power. But with Don, all you got to do is be a normal human being, be respectful to people, and Don will show his true character. Alright, Steve, you got it. Yeah, the trucks do move the world. I mean, all you got to do is just stop trucks for 24 hours. You'll see how bad it gets. Don sure as hell wouldn't be around too much. He'd complain somebody get rid of him. He'd be begging trucks to come back. Bring the trucks back. That's right, Cody. That's correct. That's correct. I ain't no more. I take it you might be my neighbor, Cody. Congratulations, Don. Congratulations, Don. You're a pathetic piece of shit. You're a coward as well. You truly are. That's why you will not come to Tennessee, to New Tazewell, Tennessee. You won't do it. You're a bitch. Straight up. Prove me wrong. I got an email address. We can figure it out. I don't play this shit. This ignorant shit. Don, I got something for your ass. You are scared. That's why you won't do anything, Don. You're just a coward. Problem, Steve. No cursing on the highway. I get you. I got you. My apologies. You know, I don't like cowards. Put up or just shut up. Don ain't one of them. Like, if you're gonna talk about it, at least be about it. But Don can't do both. He can only do one. Automatically. It was a Glock 10mm. What I carry with me all the time, that or a 40, but I mainly carry a 10mm 99% of the time. .9%. I thought I left it at the house before I left out, and I didn't remember putting it in my backpack, and I did. And I felt so happy. It's like, oh yes, I'm good. I feel totally safe. Like I feel when I got something on me, I just feel so like nothing can bother me, nothing can hurt me, and it can't, because I'm trained. Yeah, I did, Steve. I did. late though. What time is it? 3:30? Oh man. Oh man. That's the golden rule right there. But no, that's not how it works, really. It works as if you have something, someone else has something, and they pull theirs out with the intention to use it, then you do the same thing. The military trains you to don't fire unless fired upon. But law enforcement plays a different game. They do officer safety is a threat, shoot. And then a lot of times it turns out it's a phone or they had absolutely nothing. And that's what you call a double standard, because if a citizen does the same thing a police officer does, it's a crime. I can't live by double standards. West Knoxville's moving. It's moving. Real busy. Real busy. Well, if it made logical sense to do that, I would. But there's nothing logical that would happening right now that would make sense for me to do something like that. Bobby. Will be a mess in about 30 more minutes. It's like eastbound is getting there. So it was westbound. Austin, Huffman, you want to do this, Austin? Well, it's quite easy to get into. What state are you in and how old are you? And do you have a driver's license? What's the hardest part of it? Well, besides probably the mental side of it. If you want to, like, doing the job itself is not hard at all. The hardest thing you might run into is having to back into a pretty difficult spot. Other than that, there's nothing hard about it. You got a permit, so you could be 16, you could be in your 20s and get a permit. Bobby? Okay, you're 15. Okay, when you hit 18, you can go get your Class A CDL. But you know, there's stuff to that though. You can be 18, but the rule to it is you can only drive in your state. You cannot drive that truck across state lines until you're 21. So until you're 21, you have to drive what they call intrastate. But at least, you know, by the time you hit 21, you know whether you want to continue to do it or not. So if you live in a city or something, it'd be right up your alley. You know, like you say, you could drive for U.S. Foods or something. You know, talk to them before you even got your CDL and see if they'd hire you right out of CDL school. So keep a clean driving record. That is big. That's a big priority right there. You gotta not get no speeding tickets, no accidents, no nothing. You gotta have a perfect record. And some companies, and you know, your analysis test is mandatory by FMCSA, so everybody has to do it. But some of these trucking companies will do their own hair follicle test, but that's not DOT mandatory. That's just what the company does. But if you fail that hair follicle, they will not hire you. But you know, if you smoke the green stuff, you know, that's the thing about trucking. Anytime you got anything, you got to take a federal drug screen. You no matter what, you do not want to fail that drug screen, no matter what. But if you don't take it, that's considered a refusal and an automatic fail. So you got to learn the game. You know, if you smoke weed or something, I know a lot of people that do. Well, I know you don't. You shouldn't anyway. But I mean, 15, you got a long life ahead of you. If you're still in high school and you're doing good, man, I wouldn't recommend you getting into trucking unless you're already 15 and you just absolutely love everything about it, and you know you're going to love what you do when you become, you know, an older adult. There's people out here like that like they literally live for trucking. I'm not that people. I used to love driving. I'm also getting my CDL permit, Nelson's saying. My last test is Tuesday, and I'll have my permit with tanker, doubles, and triples. Yep, combination and passenger endorsement. Yeah. Yeah, so those, yeah, the tanker and doubles and triples are two separate endorsements. Passenger, you would only need that, like if you're going to drive a school bus, or you drive a bus for your church. That's the only reason you would need a passenger's endorsement. But yeah, like if you were to do it, that's what you'd want to do. So if you're getting a CDL outside of your home state, when you go back to your home state, you'll have to redo everything. Like for your license, you have to take the test and all that stuff again. And if you got endorsements in a different state other than your home state, you'll have to get those endorsements done again. So if you're out of state getting your CDL, you should just wait until you go back to your home state. All right, Steve, that's fine. Hello from Australia. We got Aussie in here. It's for whatever job I can find first. Yeah. So you want to get your TWIC card as well. So you gotta get fingerprinted, pay like $150, and get a hold of Homeland Security, and it's serious business. That's what I did. I mean, usually these big companies, they'll pay you like a 1 cent extra a mile for hazmat endorsement, which that ain't really worth it. Next Friday's your fingerprints. Yeah, you gotta do fingerprints for hazmat and TWIC. You're in New Jersey. Hi, where is JJ? Raised Joshua. Is JJ Joshua Ecuador? No, you don't need any other job before this. You just got to be 18. Austin, that's all you got to do. Be 18 years of age. The only downside of it is you have to find a trucking company in your state where you can stay within that state, because you cannot leave until you're 21. What's up with the big stupid? Where's JJ? I don't understand. Hey man, everybody's got a thing for cutting me off today, ain't they? You're confused if trucking is a good driver pays good or not? Okay. So I'll tell you everything about it, Nelson. Where did you look for information on pay? Like on the internet, on YouTube, on people trucking videos on YouTube? Because I'll tell you what I did before I got into trucking. I grew up around trucking, and I researched trucking for a solid year before I made the leap of faith and got into it. Yeah, you did. Okay, indeed. Okay, well, this will vary. So I'll give you the rundown here, and you won't get this information anywhere else on YouTube. Trust me, I've tried. But anyway, I mean, it takes a while to talk about this. But anyway, you could. New trucking pay won't be good, but you need the experience. Right, Mile, right. Hi from Ripley, Tennessee, James Simmons. Hi. Welcome, James. I'm a Tennessean as well, brother. Anyway, when you first get into it, you go to a school or however you do it, and you get your Class A CDL. Well, then, if you go to a school that was sponsored by a trucking company itself, you know, they may hire you right out of that school to drive for them. If not, you know, you might have a rough time finding a company, you know, but anyway, for an example, you can go to, I recommend if you go to a school, go to a 3-week program. As long as you've got a good head on your shoulders, all you need is 3 weeks. You don't need all that months of training. That's to me, that's ridiculous. I didn't do it. Don't need it. Didn't need it. Still don't need it. But I gotta get over. Hang on. But right now, unless things have changed, Hello from France. We've been getting a lot of French in here lately. I don't know where. He's probably sleeping, Bobby. But anyway, Nelson, so like for example, you could go to Prime Inc. out in Springfield, Missouri. Unless things have changed, they used to be the highest paid for rookie drivers during training. What they would do was pay you, like if you went what they call a mentor or driver trainer. It's ridiculous the names they put out there. But they would basically put you with me, and you would make $900 before taxes every week as a trainee. They go off by the mile, so you have to drive like 50,000 miles or something, which is crazy, because that'll probably take you 6 months in their trucks. Like, you don't want to be with me for 6 months. And then once you do finally get on your own, and that pay will vary from company to company, but Prime Inc. will pay the most out of the gate, $900 flat, but before taxes. I think like U.S. Express, they used to pay $600 a week before taxes, but you only trained with them for 3 weeks. So now then. Anyway, once you did get on your own and you got your own truck where you'll be fresh, your very first load, your first week, everything, you're only, mainly because of yourself, you're probably going to make $400, $500, $600 your very first week. But I mean, you may become like an expert right out of the gate, like because but when I came out the gate, I got lucky. I got real. And so you could possibly make upwards of $700, $800, $900 because you'll be fresh. They're not going to give you no great runs, no great loads. They want to see how you do. They want you to test the waters, so to speak. But then in 6 months, you should be making, every so often you should hit $1,100, $1,200 paycheck. In a year, you should make $1,400, $1,500. And then you'll be like, well, I believe there's more money out there, and there is. You may get a job somewhere where you make $3,000 this week, $2,600 next week. My biggest paycheck in truck driving was $3,800 and some odd dollars, and that was only for 5 days. But then you can do like team driving, find you a good friend that wants to truck with you, and you can make upwards of $150,000 a year. The average pay right now for a truck driver is, I believe it's ranges between $100,000 and $140,000, something like that. But if you're young and you ain't got kids, you ain't got a wife or something, or if you got a wife and you talk her into getting her CDL too, you got it made. You'll be bringing home together, you should be bringing home every bit of $5,000, $6,000 every single week. Depending on where you're at, you can bring home more than that. There's good companies out there and there's bad. There's some, like some people love mega carriers. You'll never hear me talk good about them. I don't like them. We were talking about them yesterday. Micromanagement. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Where you're a number and not a name. Where your name wouldn't be Austin and your name wouldn't be Nelson. Your name would be 317-52624. That'd be your name. But like U.S. Express was bought out a year or two ago by Knight Transportation. Knight Transportation bought U.S. Express Transportation, headquartered out in Chattanooga, Tennessee, for $800 million. It's mind-boggling why people don't say these things on any other channel. I think it's because they work for them. If they do, they'll get fired. They don't know what it's like to drive for a company where you're free, where you ain't got some safety system telling me right now, oh, you're too close to that car. Safety calls you, hey Gunner, why are you too close to that car, man? What are you doing? Oh my God, Gunner, you went 2 miles an hour over the speed limit. You need to come in and talk to us. No. Yeah, UPS and FedEx are really good companies, but like when it comes to pay and benefits and retirement programs and all that, if I ain't mistaken, I think UPS is union. Are they union? I don't remember. I will not work for a union. Don't believe in unions. Don't like unions. But yeah, you could do that. They pay good. You know, they advertise when they pay good, but you know, you're not going to make nowhere near that in the beginning. You got to ask questions. You have to ask questions. You're not going to work for FedEx or UPS until after you have a solid year of OTR. And there are a lot of team driving companies like FedEx and them, but they have the biggest accident rate out of all the trucking companies. FedEx, I believe, has the worst. Yeah, worse than Swift. They got weird rules and stuff like Walmart. Walmart pays their drivers good. They make money bi-weekly, probably make about $4,000 every 2 weeks, a little over $4,000. Maybe a top driver makes $4,700 every 2 weeks at Walmart. Maybe upwards of $5,000 every 2 weeks at Walmart. But they have like this cult atmosphere. Like they have these weird rules, and they only allow, they may have changed a couple of things by now, but I don't mind the uniform policy they have. You have to wear a uniform. They allow, they may have changed this, but used to, not long ago, they allowed 5 10-minute phone calls a day, and that was it. Walmart, that's Walmart. And I was talking about FedEx as well. mean, you know, as long as you don't care to do flatbed, you'll make every bit of $2,300 a week, every single week. Is that accident, Nelson? Got suspension. How long ago was that suspension? See, all that plays a factor. All of it was 5 years. Last 5. You might be able to drive a bus for Greyhound. I mean, there might be somebody out there. Oh, I do know somebody that would take you, but you don't want to work for this company. They are not going to pay you well. That's because they're a second chance company, you know, a bottom tier company in trucking, in the trucking industry, and yeah, they don't have a good reputation. But I give them credit for hiring people with bad records, with accidents and all that. I give them respect right there. I've told them that. I've called them, hey, I respect you all for doing that. But they don't give a hoot. They don't. And that's Western Express in Nashville, Tennessee. No, I'm not doing 65 mile an hour. Western Express does 65 mile an hour. I don't. They're a fairly decent company, but I think you got to have a year or two experience to work for them. Call 1-800-359-0101. Join our family. No thank you. I don't drive for big companies. And they know it. And they know why I won't either. They made the bukus of money. You can say whiskey's good. Yeah, so is Kentucky whiskey's good too. I drink a bottle of whiskey about every weekend. I like buying quality whiskeys, like expensive whiskeys. It's like something I like to do. I like to collect. You know, a washboard man says, I don't understand the conversation because I'm French. But it doesn't matter. It's a pleasure to travel with you. I appreciate that, washboard man. I appreciate that. Thank you. How you say French? It ain't bonjour, is it? Bonjour? Is that it? I can't remember. I don't know much French. What country you in, Petro? I'm over here just dogging the shit out of them. They probably get upset. They probably get trying to get my channel banned. This guy's trying to incentivize the people not to come to our companies. Yeah, I am. I'm telling everybody, stay away. Like Ronald Reagan, Nancy Reagan, was that her name? Nancy Reagan, like Nancy Reagan did. Just say no to mega carriers. Thank you equals mercy. I don't understand. Like, gracias, amigo. Romania. Ah, gotcha. Romania. Man, there's been a lot of Romanians and French in here lately. That's cool, though. We are in the United States of America. It is Wednesday, September 24th, 3:58 p.m. Hi, Ahmed. Rick Boy said hi. Oh yeah, Pete knows I'm in the USA. Yeah. Door, I'm passing somebody. Just like I'm about to pass this car right here. Getting the left lane. The left lane's for passing. I'm using it properly. The way you're supposed to. See? Look, passing the car. Passing the car. Still passing the car. Think about passing the Jeep. I want to pass the Jeep too, so I'm going to sit right here and pass the Jeep. Germany. You know, back in the day, this may be an unpopular conversation or something, but the German military back in the day marched with honor. Now they march like, I don't know what. I guess they kind of have to, though. Thank you, Queen Thor. Appreciate it. Beetle before. It was a little 5-speed. You had to put it neutral, push the gear shifter down, and then you had to go to the left and up like it would be first gear when it was reversed. Where am I going to go, Thor? I got a car to my right, got a truck, a skateboard in front of me, blocking me. What am I supposed to do? What would you do? Just run over top of them? Like, you're speaking like you got no sense, brother. Like the Mercedes. Germany. Y'all like the Mercedes, but I think they're overrated. I think the Mercedes are overrated. And your father had 7 Beetles. Goodness. I drive an American car, but I am thinking about purchasing a Japanese manufactured vehicle. I got kids, so I'm looking at a Nissan Armada. It's got 3-row seats. I have 2 Chevrolets and I have a Ford. One of the Chevys is a 5-speed and the Ford is a 5-speed, and the other Chevrolet is an automatic. And I just fixed it. Done a lot of work to it. So I don't only truck, I do all kinds of stuff on weekends. We do mechanics and a bunch of stuff. We hunt, we fish. We camp, we hike, we bike, we play, we drink, we have fun, we play cards, we sit and talk. That's what we do on this channel. We support each other, send positivity. I'm doing 73 right now. I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down. I'm doing 70 right now. I'm catching this traffic. I'm about to jump back that left lane. I'm doing 68. Doing 67. Back up to 70. 71, 72, 73, 74. We're going Mustangs from back in 70, 67. Yeah, they're not slow. They can actually go pretty fast. There's just a big line of them. The speed limit is 70, and they usually do 75, 80. But yeah, we're not going slow right now. You know, we're not going slow at all. It may look like it because you're looking, you know, through a phone, but we're not. I'm doing 76 right now. I'm gonna slow it down because we're catching that Cadillac. Saw a UPS driver? Yeah, I just passed him back there. Maybe ask them how you should go about doing that, driving a truck for them. See, let them know, you know, they'll know everything you've ever done once you get a CDL. Time they probably put this interstate under construction and add more lanes because this is ridiculous. Some people got cameras. Anymore, the people, they don't really have the cameras for accidents. They have it for corrupt police officers. Just the truth. You know, some people like, oh, baloney. No, it ain't baloney. There's bad apples everywhere. Really? 57? Well, y'all got tiny roads too, because your countries are a lot older. You couldn't have this country in Europe, or you couldn't have this truck in Europe. It wouldn't get far. What is going on up here? Oh, Schneider had to jump in the left lane. I guess I was going, well, let this truck pass. He doesn't know what's going on up here, but he's about to find out. He's probably going to cut me off. That's what they've been doing all day, but it's all good. Yeah, dude, like can't you see? It's a camper. Camper can't do nothing. Yeah. Goodness gracious. God almighty, who stops right on the damn interstate? Apparently that idiot. Slower than I am. He acts like he's got weight in the back of that truck. Who knows, he might have 100,000 pounds back there. People stopping in the damn lane on the interstate like, go back to school and learn how to drive. road. We'll see you tomorrow.